What if the most heartbreaking tragedy in modern Hollywood history was also the secret catalyst for one of the greatest psychological thrillers ever made? Jennifer Syme is often remembered only as the tragic partner of Keanu Reeves, but long before she was a headline, she was a brilliant creative force who walked into David Lynch's office as a teenager and fundamentally changed the sound and soul of his dark cinematic worlds. Jennifer Syme wasn't just a girlfriend to the stars. She was an industry insider with a specialized eye for the avant-garde. At just 16 years old, she landed an internship with David Lynch, eventually becoming a key executive at his production company. She was the one who introduced Lynch to the industrial rock and Marilyn Manson tracks that define the soundscape of the 1990s. But here is the shocking little-known fact. Jennifer Syme is the reason the 1997 cult classic Lost Highway exists in its final, haunting form. She didn't just work behind the scenes. She was Lynch's musical muse, curating the heavy, grinding atmosphere that redefined 90s noir. Even more eerie, her tragic story became inextricably linked to Lynch's next masterpiece, Mulholland Drive. After her passing, Lynch dedicated the film to her, and many fans believe the film's themes of Hollywood dreams turning into dark, tragic nightmares were a silent, grieving tribute to the girl who had walked into his office with a dream 12 years prior. She was the user who knew the system too well, a creative powerhouse whose influence was as deep as her personal tragedies. Jennifer Syme's life was marked by a series of profound losses, starting with the stillbirth of her daughter with actor Keanu Reeves, Ava Archer Syme Reeves, in 1999. This grief haunted her until her own untimely end just 2 years later. On April 2, 2001, after a party at Marilyn Manson's home, Jennifer was being driven home but reportedly decided to get behind the wheel of her own Jeep Grand Cherokee to return to the party. She struck a row of parked cars on Cahuenga Boulevard in Los Angeles. Not wearing a seatbelt, she was partially ejected and died instantly at the age of 28. Her funeral was a gathering of Hollywood's most reclusive legends. Keanu Reeves, David Lynch, and Dave Navarro served as pallbearers. Jennifer was laid to rest at Westwood Village Memorial Park Cemetery in Los Angeles. In a final, heartbreaking reunion, she was buried in the same plot as her infant daughter, Ava. Their shared headstone stands in the same cemetery as icons like Marilyn Monroe, a quiet resting place for a woman who lived her life in the deep shadows of the industry she helped shape. Do you think the curse of Mulholland Drive is real, or was Jennifer's story simply a tragic example of the pressures of the Hollywood machine? Let me know your thoughts on her legacy in the comments below.